Hello everybody. Sorry I'm late. I woke up at 8 o'clock and leave 9 o'clock.
So good.
Yeah. But regarding youth, first of all, I would like to say that the second generation Americans here are the best. You know, they have to deal with a lot of Indian things, and then they have to adjust themselves to American system. And this whole like from childhood to, I would say, teenage year, or maybe when they are like in 20s, this is a constant struggle they have to go through to prove themselves. They are the best kids for Indian standards. They are the best American cool people, you know. So I'm proud of you guys, okay? Yeah.
Sandwich generation.
Yeah, but still, because I go to temple and then I don't have my own family, but these Hindu temple people are my family, and I have a chance to hang out with their kids, so they're my good friends. So I know the whole perspective about what their problems are. But regarding youth, I would like to go like two ways here. Like first, the problem I see here with parents, they bring their kids to temple, but they go inside, but then their kids are outside going to Burger King and Whataburger. And then when puja aarti is done, prasad is done, okay, beta kahan ho, and then beta comes back and then they go home. So this kind of, and then they talk to their kids in English, and a lot of time when they ask about God and whatever, oh, Bhajan Bali is good, and then, you know, so somehow I think, again, I'm not criticizing anybody because I'm not a parent, but from outside perspective, I see somehow they practice their English with their kids, you know, and try to get better accent, but meantime, their kids just lose Hindi or whatever native language they're from. And the moment your kids don't know their own language, you're done. The generation ends right there, because when they get married or when you get old, you're out of their picture because they can't understand you, because language is the understanding thing. That's one thing. And then and also, like, you know, I go to a lot of DC meetings, a lot of time, you know, and most of the time, these parents, like, they don't have a lot of good things to say about India. Like, okay, India mein itni gandagi hai, India mein ye problem. It's like, if kids are listening those things, what would they think about their own country? You know? So that's from the parent side. I think they could do a little better job than just practicing their English or whatever. But for the youth, I would say, somebody suggested about picnic and holiday thing. I would suggest, all of you guys are rich people here and you have done well in America, why don't you spend some money to sponsor your kids to go to India, not to your native place and hang out with your aunt, uncle, or nanny. Just send them to some projects. See where the real India is. Okay, all you talk about India has a lot of money and doing very well, fourth biggest power in the world, but real India is 70% poverty. Real income is less than $1 a day. So when these youth, teenagers, they would go to India and they would see what real India, what kind of struggle people have, that would change their mind about India. And maybe some of them might get inspired to go back to India at some point of their life and do something for India, plus learn from India as well. So I can do that, all that, but I'm just telling you, like, I think they should do that. And also, somehow they should also try to be attached with Indian system. Like, for example, I would say, like, you know, like a lot of people are confused about, you know, whenever it comes to Brahmin and caste system, all these teenagers here get all, I would say, defensive about caste system. Okay, but caste system has been there forever and it's still the case. But Brahmins are not Brahmins because they're born Brahmin, because Brahmins are Brahmin because they have the best values. Okay, and the moment you lose your best value, you're not no more Brahmin. So what I would like to tell youth, like, if anybody asks you about Brahmin values or whatever caste system in India, don't hesitate. Just tell your parents, forefathers were the best in the world, and they have worked really hard, and their sanskars are the ones which are making you doctors, engineers in this country. It's not you guys. You know, some people think, okay, I'm born smart and I'm now becoming a doctor or scientist, whatever. But it is Brahmin parents and their best sanskar and sacrifice which is making you guys where you guys are going to be here. So just appreciate that, and I think we need to engage more in activities. I think we need to be, every city could have a youth chapter, and every youth chapter could have I would say some goals, whether it's a membership goal or some projects goal or some commitment with Indian system and Indian culture, and maybe once a year they all can just. I'm sorry. What happened?
Nothing. Keep going.
No, you're raising your hand.
Raising hand to hand.
Okay, no problem. I'm sorry.
Photographer again, आप चौक
No, he was raising his hand. But anyways, okay, no, it's all good. But what I'm telling you, we should have a system, we should have a defined goal, we should have everything. Because if you just organize something with no goal, guess what? This Brahmin Samaj of North America, not even 50 families here, from 50 states. So it's not going to work. You have to have a commitment, you have to have a goal, and you have to pursue them, and you have to assess them and make it better. That's what I would say. But anyways, that's about it. Any questions? Please let me know.
Question?